Hello my beautifuls, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. I feel this reading is going to be like an extended to the last reading where it was to do with the Emperor and Empress. Okay, so before I start, let's clear away the energies. I ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron to clear away any negative energy and to bring in love and protection for us all. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so what happened was with me when I was downloading the last video, I was just sat here and I needed to also download a lot of my videos onto a USB stick. So while I was waiting, I just randomly just got out the cards of Twin Flame Ascension. And I was talking about Ascension, so I thought I'd get those out. So I've done the masculine and the feminine, and I just love this reading, and I really feel that this is extended because I'm still in the energy of the last reading. And so I'm going to go with this one. I'm not going to change what came out. So but before I start, I'm going to do the zodiac. Let's see also what energies is around at this present moment. Now, it doesn't matter what zodiac sign it is, really. It's more, I work with energies anyway, so I can't split it that way. So let's just let's see what comes up. Yeah, in the last reading, it felt more of the masculine, feminine, the Emperor, the Empress, both doing their own thing, both on their own path. And it felt as if you haven't seen that one, it felt as if the masculine, the Emperor, is on a bit of like a contemplation, really. My cat's starting to scratch the door to come in, and when I open up the door, she runs off. Honestly, my cats are acting so weird lately. And the Holy Grail was offered. The Holy Grail was specifically offered to the masculine. And what I've got in this reading, the Holy Grail came out again. So I've got to keep this reading. And I feel as if you're in a twin flame, if you feel that you've been in a twin flame in separation and you're both on your own healing journey, this reading will be for you. Or you're on your healing path anyway, and you are going to meet your divine twin. Because I feel from here that as the feminine, you've already integrated that masculine and feminine divine. Yeah, divine. So I'll just leave it like that. So anyway, let's just see. So the energies that's governing all this. So you've got the sun energy. You've got Jupiter again. You've got Capricorn. And you've got Cancer. Wow. That is so interesting. Sagittarius, fire energy. This also came out in the last reading. All of these came out more or less in the reading before. So Cancer, Capricorn, you've got Jupiter in right now, and you've got the energies of the sun. Okay, so these are the overall energies that's in this reading. Okay, so let's start this reading. So I'm going to go first with the overall to this, which is the soul merging. That was the first card that came out when I shuffled this deck, and it's about the ebbs and flows. This is when the two energies are integrating, not only within the self, but also connecting physically. That's what I'm picking up. So let's go for you first. If you are the feminine, I feel as if, because the last reading was to do with the Empress, and I did say in the last reading to be the Empress, you would have already gone through the four queens in the deck, which is earth, fire, Earth, fire. Start again. Earth, fire, air and water. Okay. To reach up to the High Priestess, to reach up to the Empress. But I have got the High Priestess here. And what I'm picking up from the energies of your path, you've really come into your own as you've walked your path. It really feels to me that when you stepped onto your path, I've got to rephrase that actually, because like the energy I'm picking up, it feels as if you're going into ascension, you're going onto a completely different level. But where you were once at in your healing, it feels as if you are going onto the path of least resistance. So you went once into the dark. You went into the shadow self. You've done absolutely tons of healing. In your healing, to become the Empress, you would have had to have done your healing. You also would have had to work through a lot of it feels working through the elements, the 4 elements, reflecting back at the past experiences. Not that I'm there anyway, so, but it feels as if you went on to the path of least resistance. It's a very challenging path to walk, but it takes a lot of bravery to step onto it. It feels to me that you went into the dark night of the soul and your soul chose to see the truth, okay? And by doing that, you transformed. You stepped into the light and transformed. You're very strong, very wise, very knowledgeable. I'm picking up. Because you are the chosen one. That's the card that came out. The chosen one. It feels as if you've stepped onto different vibrations. You've worked through all of the elements. You've also worked through all of the planet alignments. You've worked through all of the chakras. It feels like you work a lot with energy. A lot. Where you have got to, from the path of least resistance, you have finally reached that I am enough. I am enough. You're letting go of any expectations. You don't draw nothing to you. You don't, let me take that back. Wow, why did I just say that? You don't draw nothing to you. Maybe that you went into deep isolation as she was going through the path of least resistance. Because as you're going through the path of least resistance, you come out as the High Priestess. You've got the High Priest card here. And you went beyond limitations. And you changed your perspective of the journey that was travelled. Who you was before you stepped on that path and who you was at the end of that path. And that's what that feels like to me. It's like the start of the journey to the end of the journey. And the outcome to that was, I am enough. I am enough. Transformation took place. And it feels to me that your whole life experiences of reflecting back, what needed to be healed, putting all the pieces together, making sense of your life experience, making sense of your soul journey. It feels to me that the acceptance of your life story, that it's brought you to that point of acceptance and that point of belonging. Belonging to your soul purpose, belonging to the divine. The High Priestess is very, very intuitive. She can see both light and dark because she's been on the path of least resistance. I feel that the High Priestess has travelled back many, many lifetimes. I feel that Isis, I feel Isis, and I've also just picked up, is it Heraket? That's what I can see the picture. Heraket. I don't think I've pronounced it right. That's the energy that I'm picking up for the High Priestess. I feel that you really went into, and also Persephone, I feel that the High Priestess had to go into the underworld to come out. That's what the path of least resistance was, is to go into the underworld, death and rebirth. And I feel, I strongly am picking up that you volunteered yourself to do that, to really find your answers. You was courageous enough to face your demons, and you stepped into the underworld voluntary. I feel also the High Priestess also belongs to a past life. And you've brought that forward as you came out of the dark night of the soul from the underworld. I feel that you really stepped into that High Priestess. Sorry, not the High Priestess, the Empress. Because the Empress is stepping into the divine. The High Priestess, when you're stepping into the High Priestess, you became more truthful to yourself. You spoke with integrity because you've recognised both polarities. You've took full responsibility for yourself, for your actions, as you was going through the dark night of the soul. I feel also that you are very honest, very truthful with yourself. You go beyond the limitations. I'm feeling, I'm picking up that you really went into isolation. Deep, deep contemplation is what I'm picking up. I feel also that you really tapped into the goddess, the High Priestess. I'm really picking up Isis. I'm getting drawn to the Divine Feminine here for you, so let's see. For the Divine Feminine, who's working with you right now? Divine Feminine, who is working with you right now? For the Divine Feminine, who is working with you right now? Everything goes down on my floor. Okay. Freya, the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's only yes. I'm going to read from the book there, This is the energy that's working with you right now. One, 9, 8. And then my music's just stopped, which is quite weird. Ah. Sorry, I just got distracted with the music. Let me just put on pause for a second. Okay. Okay, this is the energy that's with you at this present moment. It is about using your discernment. Discernment is derived from the Greek word, do you know what I say? Diakrisis. It refers to the spiritual power that allows you to distinguish between the spirits that will cause harm and the spirits that will assist you. It lets us discern when a phone call or an email or a visit from a friend is going to add to our day, or if it's going to derail it. The discernment is the difference between feeling led by the day or pulled this way and that and claiming it. Our time in this lifetime, at least, is limited. Every second is significant. Frasier reminds us of the seeing perception we all have, but perhaps didn't use frequently enough. She wants us to be discerning with how we choose to spend our time and when we choose to love. She wants us to never, ever say yes to anything or anyone from a place of fear or obligation. You are a demigoddess, a priestess of your own fate. You get to choose the life that you want to love. And this happens by being fierce and a warrior-like about what you say yes to. Use discernment so that you are only saying yes to what will actually nurture and renew you, in spite or expand you. It's not your business to worry about those who might disappoint. You were not made to meet everyone's expectations of you. You were made to express the truth of who you are and to use the brief time you have here to live your own potential. Nothing is obligated except breathing. Your only true obligation is to voice of your own soul. Frasier wants you to realise the gleaming gold that you are and to act accordingly. She wants you to unapologetically choose the life that you actually want to be living right now. She wants you to make your yes holy again by only using it when it's the truth. That's so interesting, because speak your truth. It's about you speaking your truth, voicing your truth, feeling the divine truth, because you've been on the path least travelled. Not many people will travel that path. Not many people will. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going on that path. And it's scary, it's frightening. And once you've gone on that path and you come out of that path, you are a completely different person. So using your discernment, when people come into your life, are they coming into your life to enhance it or to deplete it? Because you are on your path. Your masculine Whoever this person is, only you know your story. They are on theirs. You are on yours, okay? So this is what's happening with you right now. And it feels to me now that the divine is giving to you your rewards. They are giving you your rewards. You could possibly have a massive windfall in the physical, or it could be a spiritual wealth. But it feels to me that it's a celebration that's happening right now. You could also, where it's to do with your own business or working for a company where you will be promoted, where you're going to be appreciated with who you are this time around. Because it feels as if you're really coming into your own power. You know who you are. I am enough. You know it. You feel it. You're letting go of expectations from anybody else to make you feel happy or to put you in a place where you would like to be. You put yourself in that place. If you want to move forward, you will move forward. If you want to go into a particular path, you will go for it. If you want to go for a particular job, you'll go for it. If you want to go for a particular relationship, you'll go for it. But you are a demigod, and a demigod is celibacy, and that's who you are. You're pure. You're pure. Your energy is pure. You have married. You've married into the divine, and the divine is rewarding you for your success, for your opportunities now. They're your gifts to celebrate. That's where you are. That's your path. That's where you're going. Okay. Now for the masculine counterpart. Now this could, like I said, be the extended to the last reading, but it was to do with the Emperor and the Empress. And the Emperor was slightly stuck, and they was not seeing the Holy Grail. And it feels to me that this shift, we're going through this, it feels like, it felt like a spiritual purge. And this spiritual purge is to do with the ascension. It's to do with stepping onto another timeline. And what I've picked up today with that last reading and this reading is the Holy Grail of unconditional love. And it feels to me, if this is a twin flame union, and you're both individually on your own paths anyway, in separation, or it could be, well, yeah, separation. Then it could be your past person that you know is the divine masculine, and you want to come into union, then this is for you. Or it's you already on your own path, and this other person is on their path, and you don't know each other. Because I'm only picking up energy. You don't know each other, but you will meet up at some point, because it feels as if the divine is stepping in. The divine needs these divine counterparts to come into union, because that was the plan. That's what I'm picking up. And I remember seeing underneath the deck was a mission in motion. It's to honour the agreement. That's what the soul agreed to come into union within the self, as well as possibly the union with each other, if you know each other from before in this lifetime and you went into separation. So we got the Holy Grail here, and the Holy Grail is to help this masculine to release lower self, to release and clear away past karma. And it feels to me that the masculine energy is having a Kundalini activation now. They are ready because they've asked, they've listened, and they've allowed the information to come in. Because the divine is now, it's like the divine is giving them a kick up the ass to face the truth. That they need to see the sun. They've got the sun to face the truth and to see the sun. And I just looked at that card, see the sun. And we did get the Sun card in the Zodiac as well. That came up. It's about strength, empowerment, and it's about the heart chakra. The heart chakra opening. Seeking truth, and the truth is being revealed. When you look at this, it's like a sea of emotion where it looks quite turbulent, but the masculine is being forced into this emotion, into this abyss of emotion, to seek the truth, because it needs to clear away past karma. The masculine doesn't know yet, because it's still in contemplation, that deep within, deep in the deep depths of that water is calmness, it's stillness. Because the masculine needs to find its own freedom. It needs to be released. It needs to release itself from, I'm just looking at that deck now. It's just, it needs to release itself from the illusion, where the feminine's already released the illusion. It's releasing, the masculine is being forced to release by facing the truth and releasing the past. Okay? Sacred sexuality, assessing the unified field. I've got here. It's a creative expression and releasing the past. Karmic relationship. Because it's clearing karma. This is what the masculine is going through now. The masculine energy is going through what you went through when you went onto the path of least resistance. But you went onto it voluntary. You went into the underworld voluntary. You're very brave and courageous. You wanted to see what needed to be seen, because you are the divine feminine. Divine feminines have to go first. The more the divine feminine is healing, the more they're stepping onto a different vibration, a different timeline. And because of that, the masculine started to feel you pull away. While you've been pulling away, the divine masculine, or the masculine, or the counterpart, was starting to feel that disconnection. And then when the Holy Grail stepped in to face the truth, to release themselves, the masculine, from the physical. The only way to do that was to help the masculine to open up the heart and to trust. The masculine is prepared to do this, is in the process of doing this. And so the masculine will be experiencing the Kundalini awakening. But first it needs to release karmic relationship, or the energies from the karmic relationship. And then to integrate. Needs to integrate the divine. Wants to come back home. It will go through a rebirth to become the master alchemist. Clearing energy blocks is happening right now. Clearing energy blocks. For you, divine feminine, you're abundant in your own right. You're on the correct path. That's been divinely laid out for you. I feel that there's going to be a lot of gifts given to you from the divine, of a job well done. You're fine there. The masculine here now has got to do the journey and practice self-love and increase their own frequencies of awareness. A karmic purge is happening. You've been through all this. You've done all this. You've done all this work. It is for the divine feminine to send love. This is where your discernment comes. Now, this is interesting now. I get it. I get now what this is about, because if this masculine comes in at the wrong time, This is when you have to use your discernment, because if they come in too soon, it could be an hindrance to your journey. If they come in at the precise time when it was meant to come in, that's when you'll both meet up at the same. That's when you will both merge with your energies, okay? And so that's why you have to use your discernment. The masculine is feeling all this energy, everything that you've experienced. They will feel the same energy. They will go through exactly the same experiences. But they know where you are. They may be also being aware of who you are and where you're at. They may also feel you. But they cannot come in until it's the right time to come in. So we will get more clarification on the karmic relationships, the karmic purge, and also the clearing of the karma and the Kundalini activation. I feel there is more energy going on with the masculine energy in this connection right now for a transformation to take place and to heal the abandonment wound which is happening. Because it ended up to be a false twin of the relationship that they was in. Now when I talk about the masculine and the feminine, there is no gender specific here. It's about energy that I work with. So take whatever resonates. You can switch it the other way around if it feels right for you, okay? But it feels to me that they was in a false twin connection, which has been a very, very intense change. I'm picking up that your masculine counterpart experienced what they brought to you to knock you and push you into the path of least resistance. You stepped into the underworld because of whatever happened in your relationship. Then they reaped in a false twin flame, which was very intense. God, it just reminded me, there's something I seen actually a few days ago. It was on TikTok, I'm sure of it. It was a saying. Something like, oh God, how did it go? It was something like when your past relationship treated you so badly. When your past relationship treated you so badly, they will reap in. That's right, it was something to do with when they treat a good woman really badly, they will reap in a really bad woman to treat them badly so they can have a taste of what they did to you. It was something like that, something on that line. This became a karmic. They started to experience and recognise what they did to you prior to you going into the dark night of the soul. So they're on their own journey, you see, and you've been on yours. But you're feeling this because you're the divine feminine. You are feeling this, you can see this, you know that, because you're the high priestess also. And that's where I feel it kind of feels the last reading where it's to do the Emperor and the Empress. It's a divine masculine. It's a masculine twin there, releasing the lower self. The masculine twin there, releasing the lower self, and the lower self is the karmic relationship, clearing away energy blocks, releasing the false twin flame, the karmic purge, where where you're going through the spiritual purge, which I said in one of my readings recently. The spiritual purge, you're all going through ascension. But the Holy Grail is doing this. The divine is doing it. Because they're not waiting around anymore. They should have done this years ago. Not the divine. The divine has been very patient. The masculine you have in question, no gender specific, like I said. It could be a female but needed to integrate both aspects, masculine, feminine energy. Should have dealt with this toxic energy before, but refused to face the truth. And it is a divine masculine. It is a divine masculine who is surrendering and remembering. Surrendering and remembering. Wow. Surrendering and remembering the feminine twin. Surrendering, remembering the feminine twin. Because what's happening is the heart is opening, because the grail, the holy grail of unconditional love, is starting to remember, knows, he knows. Twin flame. A breakthrough is happening. A breakthrough is happening right now for the masculine. A mission accomplished. Heading towards its other swan. Swans will mate for life. Like that. A reunion will take place. This will be your abundant, your windfall, your gifts, your opportunities, your success, your ventures. You're still doing you. You're still doing you. But you are going to be rewarded on every level by the divine of a job well done. Because your masculine could not reach that level where you are if it wasn't for you doing all of your inner healing. The masculine is just starting to purge, just starting to recognize the truth, seeing the truth, because the divine has stepped in. The cup is there. The cup is there. Starting to see the unconditional love, the connection, starting to face the truth of what was. But instead he stepped into a karmic false twin flame. And now he is now purging. He's going through all the heartbreak, the betrayals, the lies, the deceit, the thievery, everything. He's going through everything that he put on you. You can't stop the connection. If this is for you, okay? If this is what you want. Because when souls connect, they are connected. And there's nothing that you can do. It's connected and that's it. If they don't do the work, you will still meet your divine. Another counterpart who's also done their healing. And it could be that. That's what this could be. Take whatever resonates with you. Because I'm reading for a collective. So the energies can be very fast and giving me so many different stories. So take what resonates with you, okay? All this is all done all in divine order. It's a mystic message that's happening right now to harmonise the connection. The spiritual awakening has taken place. Even for the divine feminine. Even for the divine feminine. It's to do with that ascension, spiritual purge. It's on a different level. You're seeing this picture. You're seeing it. You can see it. You can see what's happening. But you're still moving forward. You're still doing your thing. It's Malkabar activation. That's taking place for you. But the divine twin flame. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Okay, we're going to look at now the male energy of what is being revealed. What is the truth for the masculine that they need to face? What lies beneath? Let's see what comes up there, because you know something that they're seeing, because it's been revealed. The truth has been revealed. So let's move these away. I'll put the feminine over here still. Okay. And the masculine. And masculine there. Now we're going to go on to clearing karma, karmic purge, karmic relationship, clearing energy blocks, and false twin flame. We're going there. So karmic relationship. What happened in this karmic relationship then? Or what's happening in this karmic relationship? Putting on a show. Putting on a show. Fighting for what? Fighting for what you love. Claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. There's been a lot of fights going on in this karmic relationship. Masculine is fighting for you. Trying to release this karmic. I am picking up there's been a lot of arguments between these two where it concerns you, because the masculine feels you now. Feels you. The divine has stepped in. And this karmic can feel it too. Setting the record straight. Who's setting the record straight? Let's put that there. Who's setting the record straight, doing drugs. Setting the record straight. There could be addictions that's involved here. Because this is a lower, dense energy. And it's game over. It's game over in this relationship, in that relationship. Let's see what the message was then. So, setting the record straight. Do you know, it feels this karmic relationship was very, very toxic. Fighting, arguing, shattered. It's like shattered windows, you know, smashed up. It's like just crazy, very toxic, very... Addictions plays a massive part here because it's very low vibe energy. Okay, this masculine energy really feels that they know that they fucked up. They know. And they need to set the record straight. They need to come forward to know, to let you know that they fucked up. But it will be the wrong time. You've got to use your discernment. You're not here to heal them. You're not here to help them in any way. It's not yours to do, or else you'll end up being dragged back into that energy. This false twin flame is very, very jealous of the divine feminine. Very jealous. Cause a lot of arguments. A lot of arguments that's happening right now. Very promiscuous, sleeps around. I'm picking up that this false twin flame don't want to let go. Really struggling to let go, even though they don't want the relationship, but they don't want you to have the relationship, or they don't want the masculine to be happy. But the masculine is fighting for a new beginning. This person that they was in, the relationship that they was in, know. They know how this masculine feels. They know. But at the same time, you're the divine feminine, you know too. You can see it all. You can see what's happening. You can see, you felt it. You felt this. You felt this shit show that had been going on here. Because you're the divine feminine. You knew this was happening. You felt it. And you kept quiet with that. Because it doesn't concern you. Because you have emotional intelligence. Wow. Past relationship was very, it's all to do with sex. Very sexual, addictive. Sexual. Yeah. Okay. Don't need to go any further into that one right now. Because we've been there on many other readings. I mean, you don't need to. But that is what happened in the relationship. Okay. So the karmic relationship, which was the false twin flame. The purging is about releasing and clearing karma. Releasing and clearing karma for your masculine energy and to clear energy blocks. So let's see now what needs to be done for the masculine. Hope you can hear me over the music. I don't think it's that loud. Okay. Masculine energy is going to clarity and truth, heightened intuition and seeing things differently. That's what they're doing as they're going through this purge and clearing karma. Okay, they're seeing past the illusions, not seeing clearly because of the addictions and the fantasy, the sexual fantasy. But they're also having to face that because that's all part of the karmic purge that they're going through. They feel the loss. They are wounded with the loss. They feel empty. They're not feeling that they are enough and they are missing you. They feel very cold, that they have been very cold towards you. They know that this is their karma. They're weighing it all out. They want to work through it. They want to work through it. And this is what this is about. It's not for you to work out for them. At all. Not at all. This is their lesson. You still got to keep focused, stay focused on you. Keep moving towards where you're meant to be going. Okay? Because you are karma. You're walking karma. You're walking karma. Because you're still doing you. You know what's going on. You can't do a damn thing about it. Nothing. It's not your problem. You've done your work. You suffered tremendously. And it's all about energy in these twin flames. But the feminine has to go first. They have to heal first before the masculine can start to heal. And they can only heal when you have fully pulled back. I feel that you're on your glow up because you're comfortable with where you are. You don't expect nothing. You are who you are. The masculine at this present moment is in contemplation. I have said that before. In contemplation between two people, two paths to stay or go. That's where he is. He's at that purging of ending the relationship. I don't know if this female wants to break up. Like I said, it's like they don't want each other. They don't want each other. But she doesn't want him to have you. She doesn't want him to be happy. She'd rather him be miserable. And so he feels that he has to make a choice. Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go now? If I stay there will be trouble. If I go it will be double. Is that the way it's... Is it? Past. The past suffering. Past affecting the present. Lack. Betrayal. Victim. Let the past go. The past affecting the present. This is to do with the karmic purge and clearing the karma for a Kundalini activation and activating the eye chakras, the throat, the third eye and the crown. And that is what is necessary, is to release the past suffering, the experience that they had to go through. They had to go through the past experience. They had to go through the suffering that you had to go through in your purge. And the only way they are going to fulfill that is to heal from it. The destiny of the North Node. The masculine energy is heading towards the North Node. Karmic challenges and rewards for fate, evolution and finding life. That's where he is being led to by the Holy Grail of unconditional love. Going past the fears and the illusions. You've already gone past the illusions. He's working through his own belief system, his conditioning, his expectations of conformity. He's going through challenging restrictions of a belief system of who he thought he was or how he thought he should be. It's like that ego. Divine is making him face the truth. But the masculine is still feel he's got a choice and he doesn't know how to make that choice just yet. And like I said, he can't come in anyway because the divine won't let him come in. Not yet. He just needs to heal through the past experience. Mirror reflections of a karmic purge. He's going through what you went through to clear away karma, just like you had to, so that you can activate. He can activate the chakras, balance. Quite a bit to work through, really, at this present moment. Sudden changes are going to be happening for this masculine. Sudden news, sudden changes, something completely out of his control. It feels like the tower moment is going to happen. It's going to happen where it's going to go right into that storm. It's like the tower falling, where everything just crumbles. It's going to be the foundations just crumbling. It's Mars energy. Mars energy. That's happening. For the masculine. It was in toxic energy. Anger. But passion and lust. But it's the Mars energy, and Mars energy, I'm sure, is playing a big part in Aries. And we're in Aries energy. And it is men from Mars. And we're also in Venus as well. That's why it's playing a really big, massive part for the divine feminine, masculine. And it's Saturn. Wow. It's a Saturn energy. Until death tear us apart. It was karmic justice. So to work through this, for the male to work through this energy, it becomes North Node. And that's where the union will take place. So that decision where he felt at the crossroads of a choice that needs to be made between two people, hasn't quite made it yet, but it's going to happen because a storm's brewing. A storm is brewing. Jupiter action, expansion, growth, which will happen. All these energies are happening anyway for the collective. And if you've been in a twin flame and you would like to go back into union, it's happening anyway. The masculine is already going through the process of releasing and purging their energy. But it's still not for you to step in and help, because you're not here. You're not to enable anymore. You've learnt your lesson. You're not here to rescue. You've learnt your lesson. You're still doing you. You carry on doing you, because it's not your karma. It's not your storm. It's not your storm. But this is what's happening right now. It's what's happening right now. So I've got drawn to this. Who is it? So let's get, I haven't even used this yet. It's describing who is this masculine? Who is this masculine? What do they all, yeah, masculine, it could be male or female. Okay. But it's the masculine energy. The masculine energy is just very much into the physical world. Okay. Oh, that was crazy. Okay, this person. Okay, nicely dressed. Very suited and booted. Very professional. Glasses, blonde hair, I've got here. So he works, it could be CEO, is it? works in an office. He looks very much into an office, very high professional job. Very slim built. Let me just pick these cards up because they've just gone crazy. Okay, anything else? Okay, I've got a female here with long hair. Black long hair. I've also got a blonde. I've got Australian. You could have some connection with Australia. Aussie land. Don't know. Never used these cards before, so let's just play with them and see if anything here that you resonate with. Okay, I got also a female that wears braids. And this is for the collective. Round face. This female has got a round face. Witch. Witch, I mean, she just could just celebrate Mother Earth energies, the solstice. Yeah. Somebody with wavy hair. And I've got maturity here. I've got a lot of females around here, so this reading has attracted a lot of females to this reading. And I've only got one man here who is very kind of suited and booted in a professional job. Mature. I'm also seeing a guru. Asian. Asian woman, that's very young. Also, I've got a very young female. Who does she? Reminds me of somebody who, God, I can't think of her name now, but oh God, she talks a lot about, she's on YouTube and everything, she talks a lot about extraterrestrials and things like that. I can't think of her name, but she reminds me of her. Okay, I think I'll leave that now because I think let's okay, let's just get one message from the universe for this. So look at the time. Okay, let's just get one message for you. One message for the Divine Feminine. Okay. And now I'm going to do it differently, and again for one card for the Divine Masculine or the masculine counterpart. Okay, let's leave that there. So for you, if you're the feminine, what's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion, focus on living fully in your present, and don't let your old life be, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. Okay? For your masculine counterpart is, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for the unexpected. Breakthroughs, good news, plot twists, and blessings are coming your way. That's for the masculine. And I did see a storm warning. It's like something, the universe, that's what it is. When storm warning or the tower falls, this is from the divine, giving you, it's like that hidden blessing. It's to shift you into the direction that you're meant to be moving into, to see something from a different perspective that you never saw before. That's what's happening for the masculine. It's going to be that final kick up the ass, basically. And instead of pondering of, shall I stay or shall I go, it's going to be, the decision's going to be made. It's going jumping straight onto the North Node path. So I leave that there. I hope that's brought you some kind of clarity. And yeah, just carry on doing you. If you are the feminine here right now, just carry on doing you. Just focus on you. Use your discernment if your masculine counterpart comes back. Yeah, because I feel that it could even be by coming back just to talk. Because you're in front, you're way in front. You've learned so much. And to use your discernment of not taking on the emotional parts of that, not getting caught up in the memory of it that once was, because you're in a different place, and that's where you have to really use your discernment. You can help, you can guide, but it's not for you to step into. I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you. So I'll see you on the next one. God bless.